What's going on, guys? We are in the building. We're in the building. We're in the building. We're live. We're actually headed to Venice Beach because I'm scheduled to dash at 6:30. So I've been working Lyft all day because I was trying to get my money's worth out of that car, but I just returned the car. So the car is back in the garage. No more charger, okay? No more charger. We just got the bike game going. It feels beautiful outside. So what I decided to do, because I had to come all the way back to my house to shout Top Trev in the building. So I had to come all the way back to my house to grab my delivery bag because I didn't want to, just in case I had to like drop off the car at the garage, I didn't want to like be carrying that heavy carrying bag. So I grabbed my basketball and my shoes, and I decided since I'm going to Venice Beach to do delivery, I'm going to test out that market, try to get like 4 hours worth of DoorDash time in. I figured I'll go on hoop until 6:30. So Top Trev, we're gonna get the hoop game going. The car is actually was a rental through Kite, but I had it for like almost like 2.5 months, and I have a car there that I was gonna use, but I'm waiting for the homie to get the tax. I'm actually gonna text him and say, hey, can I just send the money for the tax? And then I'm waiting for him to get tax because his car that he got there I was gonna use as my vehicle. So you got back from South LA. Yep, I'm headed to Venice right now. So we're gonna talk about a few things on this live. We're gonna talk about how yesterday was kind of confusing to me that like now that I'm actually talking about positive, I'm talking about positive things in our community, how people still are mad and find a way to be mad about it. We're gonna talk about by the way, this ain't no dissing anybody yesterday. I'm just talking about how I feel because I didn't really get to get it out because when I do a panel and it goes on for 2 hours with people, I can't really get my opinion out all the way. But this is not to anybody that was on that panel. I got to make that clear because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm on here about to hate on somebody. It ain't that. I just want to make my opinions clear, how I feel based on how yesterday went. And you guys got to remember too, it's a nasty day in hell when Razor, the biggest hater, is giving props. I remember a long time ago when I was just like, get rid of the car. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, actually, before I get into that, shout out to Real Talk Christina. What's going on, Christina? Look, guys, you got to do what's best for you. At that time, when I was using the car, I was doing DoorDash. DoorDash worked for me. I enjoyed doing DoorDash because of the money I was making. Plus, I wanted the vehicle because I was making good money with sports betting to where that paid the difference for the vehicle, okay? But now that I'm not making money with Lyft and I'm not making money with sports betting, it doesn't make sense to have that vehicle, okay? Because of the fact if you factor in me doing Lyft with that vehicle, I'm spending almost between gas for the month, I'm spending around like almost $800 in gas. Because I'm spending like at least 200 a week. So then you factor in the cost of the car, it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But you live and you learn. Lyft, I didn't know it was gonna die to a point that you can't even get nonstop rides. Like today, I was gonna put the video up, I decided not to. But today was trash can. Like I couldn't get any consistency going. Like everything was like $3 and $4 rides, and then it would say that the average driver is getting a ride every like 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm waiting for like 15 to 20 minutes. So it's just it didn't work for me. But it doesn't mean that what I did at that moment was good. People rent box trucks for 1,200 a month. I mean, Top Trev, why don't you do this? If you don't mind, if you got my number, can you send me? I'll look up if you know a box truck YouTuber who's doing big things with that. Let me know. I'll look them up, and I'm going to see exactly how that works. I've been told that a lot, but I don't know how box truck works. If it's lucrative, then that'd be something I'll jump on in no time. I would never get a car 600 unless I'm making. That's the point, Top Trev. I was making that. If you think about it, I was making the equivalent of. I was making about, give or take, every week I was making $1,200 when I was doing it like full time. So you factor that up, $4,800, and then my YouTube money offset it because I was able to I was making money with YouTube. So like I said, I needed the car at the moment because the weather's terrible. But now that the weather's good, shout out to Nav in the building. You can get huge roadie orders with the pickup truck. I didn't know that. And by the way, guys, now I'm about to go on the freeway, so I won't really be looking at the chat all like that. So if anybody want to jump on, the link is at the top, pinned. Y'all can jump on and y'all can chat about what I'm about to talk about. But I'm not about to be looking at the chat all like that. But the whole live, mainly, the reason I want to do this live is because I just find it, like I said before, hypocritical. And by the way, I was trying to have a got you moment, but I don't think the bros need to get that got you moment to where I literally show clips of them going off of me, talking about the black community. Shout out to What Is Life in the building, spitting facts. Hopefully he's not in a bad mood today. But yeah, I did that video. I was gonna do that video, half an hour stream. I was gonna talk about. I was gonna show them coming at me because I refuse to think about the past when it comes to why black people are doing so bad right now. And you remember, guys, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear no reason why black people were doing bad because I was stuck on the whole stop being a victim. I'm not a victim. Don't call me a victim. Blah blah blah. Top Trev, I'm not buying a box truck because ultimately we're gonna get a lot of different things. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get a lot of different things. Appreciate that, Mark Glaze out. But yeah, this mic was pretty expensive. It's like I think $500 for the mic setup. But look, let's get to the point of this live because I'm only gonna be here for about 40 minutes. Because when I get to Venice Beach, I'm gonna cut off. I'm gonna hoop for like an hour, and then I gotta get to work. But look, guys, let's get down to the brass tacks. So yesterday was absolutely nasty work. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm driving or I'm riding this bike now, so I'm not looking at the chat. If you want to come on, the pinned StreamYard link is at the top of the screen. You can jump on. So let's get to the nasty work that I'm in the middle of. Like people literally, when I was bashing black people, talking about how black people were bad and how, we do all the bad stuff, everybody was at my neck talking about why it's happening. The white man with the government, with slavery, because of like Jim Crow laws, because of all this stuff. It's why things are happening for black Americans. Now here's the thing. Like I'm from the hood, so I should have known firsthand that a lot of these things are out of our control. We don't have the power to make changes. We don't have the power to put law enforcement in position to protect the people who are innocent. So with that said, now that I've been doing my research, I've been studying the black history and the things that are happening to us in America, that the power system or people who are in power don't want us to really see. It makes me realize that I was, once again, wrong for literally just bashing black people all day without giving any type of solution, why this is happening. So now that I'm doing that, it seems like I'm getting now everybody is on the other side now. Now everybody is on the side of stop being a victim, stop this, stop that. When I was playing that whole bashing people, calling people victims for complaining about things that just aren't right. But it wasn't okay at that point. But now that I'm on the other side, so it's to the point that now I just know that there's no making everybody happy. And I knew that already, but I just mean like the people that are the most unhappy, there's no making these people happy because if I tell them the truth, if I tell them what they want to hear, because it's coming out of my mouth, they're going to find a way to make it bad. They're going to find a way to make it, incorrect, wrong on my part. And it gets to a point that, like, I got to stop caring about what people think, and I got to do what I got to do. Because you know what I'm going to say? Sam Mitchell, as big of a hater as he is half of the time, he was right about a lot of the stuff that I was talking about. But I was calling Sam a victim, and I was treating Sam in a disgusting way. Which is why, even with all the drama that happened, I'm gonna welcome Laura back on the channel because I know that ultimately her being pro-black and me being so biased to anything that wasn't black, it made her feel some kind of way also. So everybody that I did harm to because I decided to disrespect them, I'm gonna let them all back on because I think I did a disservice with what I was communicating, putting out to people. That it becomes a me problem, not a them problem. So, with that said, hope my bag don't fall off, guys. Hold on 1 second. Make sure my bag is on tight. But yeah, I made it a me problem. I'm gonna pull over to the side here before my bag fall off. Yeah, because I gotta make sure this bag is all the way up because I got like my stuff in it, and then I'll be freaking trying to stop, but I can't stop on the freeway, and all my stuff is gonna be gone. And I'm gonna be like, what the hell? So once again, no, I don't have a back brace. I'm gonna get one though. I'm gonna get a back brace because this seat that I'm gonna buy is gonna have a lip on it that's gonna allow me to have a seat to sit back and be more comfortable. Like I'll be able to lean back like this and ride comfortably. Right now I can't do that because of the way this bike is made. And then I had a metal, I had a metal bracket that came up that was underneath this bag that I can't find either. Like I had a metal like guard, like it went underneath the bag, but I can't find it. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna pull off real quick. Pull off, and I gotta fix this bag. Cause I don't want my stuff to fall out. Just make sure it's secure. Oh yeah, it ain't falling off. So I just gotta make sure this is on tight. Yeah, it ain't coming off. What I'm gonna do is tie this down here and maybe do that so that would it be more for secure. Another biker right there. This is the time, guys. If anybody wants to come on before I get it back on the bike, I can't put y'all on after. And I'm only gonna be on because I don't want people to try to bum rush once I get back on the bike. I'm about to get back on the bike. But yeah, um, the thing is, no, I didn't fart. It would have been a little bit. If I farted, it would have been louder than that. But yeah, the problem we face is everybody is angry or mad. A lot of people are mad at the fact that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to be that guy bashing black people anymore. That's what I was doing, bashing black people who I felt I was better than at one point. I was bashing them. I don't want to be that guy no more. So now that I'm like showing support and solidarity with Black Americans, everybody's mad. Everybody has an issue with that. And it's to the point that you can't make everybody happy. Can't make everybody happy. And I got to understand that and just understand that that's just what it is. You can't make everybody happy. So now it's to the point to where when I had Kevin on that day, it was no drama. There was no arguments. We were having a conversation. The only murder that was happening was wordplay getting cooked. Sorry, wordplay. I think you're in the chat, but he was getting cooked. I never saw anything like it before. I never thought in my life I would see wordplay get cooked, but he took it like a man, and that's how it should be. But now it's to the point that people are just like not able to communicate without like threatening each other. Hate just because you have a difference of opinion don't make you a bad person. It just means you have a difference of opinion. I think we got to get to a point that we respect each other's. Now I'm not making no short with a pistol because that's the fastest way to get yourself demonetized. And you know what's crazy? Though, I saw that comment by the hater. He just see, this is one thing with like black men, which is why nobody wants to give us any praise or any, love. I literally said you were right, you got it, I was wrong, and instead of you taking it and just keeping it moving, you got to make it a bad thing. You got to make it to where I'm going to resent or regret giving you that praise. Like, why can't you just take your praise and just keep it moving? Okay. I mean, I don't get why we got to do that. Look, I'm not acting like I'm Martin Luther X. What I'm acting like is Dennis Page, the man that gave away all that money, gave up all that money to get black people in his community entertainment like no other. And by the way, some news that just happened, it's on Twitter. I found out late. The Chase Bank building blew up downtown, right across the street from the bar I used to have. It blew up. So now maybe I thought the bar that I ran, I thought that bar was not done by a gas leak, but maybe the bar did blow up because of gas leak. Good thing I wasn't there because I probably would be there operating it when it happened. But look, guys, I'm about the community now. I'm about trying to share the knowledge that I got, the game I got, to give some free life coaching, to, help people with relationship coaching. I can also help people with date coaching. Okay. And then I don't know if I'm going to go to psychiatric mental health expert route because I think I would be doing a disservice to professionals with a degree in that. But I might go into like helping people with their mental health. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, that's what I'm going to do. That's where we're at with that. But I just want y'all, those of you who literally wanted me to pay attention to the facts before just spewing the outcomes. Like, you guys are mad that instead of saying you had 31 people shot in Chicago again for Memorial Day weekend, I'm not going to say that no more because I know why it's happening. It's because the government won't step in to rectify that situation, unlike they would if that happened in the suburb. Happened in the suburb, they would be in that community, and it wouldn't be about violence. It'd be about like helping that community with something, funding for jobs or something. Like with moving in more companies, but with us, they don't care. But now, besides that point, I gotta say, I think Razor defended me for the first time ever yesterday. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely the opposite of the diabolical work. It was unlike, like I say it all the time, guys. The goalposts keep moving in unbelievable thing that happened. Like, I didn't see it coming. I never thought that Razor would actually defend me with two comments. I'm literally shocked. I was taken aback, and I figured and thought to myself, maybe I'm doing the right thing. Maybe I'm doing the right thing because of the fact I got Razor. I got Razor helping. So, when it comes down to it, guys, That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna now see more positive on this channel when it comes to black than anything else. And then now next thing I'm gonna talk about is gig work. Lyft, I'm done pretty much. And you know what? The way that I exited and left was two rides ago. I had a lady that requested, and this was a white lady. She requested a ride, and it was in she was coming from Beverly Hills, so the Beverly Hills, literally on the hill. And I went to pick her up. I'm outside. The timer ran out, and she had a ghetto ass name. I thought she was a black chick, cause it was something like Khadija or something, or Shamika or something. So I'm out there waiting, and then I text like I'm in a gray Charger, and then I called because she didn't respond. I said, "Do you still need a ride?" She's like, yeah, I'll be right out." She comes outside and hands me a bag from like a grocery store, plastic bag, and it had looked like I assumed pills, like it was like a square pallet of pills, but it was like five sheets of pills. It was literally like, those pills that are in like a sheet form. You gotta like punch the tab to like the punch the aluminum for it to like open up to grab the pill out. It was four of those. So of course, me being nosy, I opened the bag to look, and they looked like prescriptions for like maybe like like an STD or something, maybe. I don't know. But then she handed me the bag, and then she was like, "Okay." And she's like she just assumed that I knew what to do with this. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm supposed to drop this off to somebody or whatever when I get to the end point." She said, "Yeah, please, thanks." So I go and I'm like, "Okay, cool, I got you." So I go and I'm thinking to myself like, do I really want to do this right now? Is this really worth the risk? I'm no more than likely I'm a drug mule at this point, but I did it anyway. And when I got there, it was this Hispanic guy that was waiting in front of like a food market or like a abortion clinic or something. There was some weird like building, but it was in Beverly Hills still, like right in the outskirts of it. That shit was close to the Hollywood. I gave him the bag, and he was like, "Good looking," and then he walked away. And at this point, I'm like, "Okay, Lyft, good way to send me out." And then after that, I had an $8 ride that was like trash can. It was some um once again, these are real people. I'll show y'all the name if you don't believe me. This was a white lady that I picked up from Hollywood, and she was like a druggie, but I didn't know that. I assumed she was like a regular Hollywood chick. You know how they be with like the makeup, but she had like a little stench to her. But I'm like, okay, whatever. You know that smelly, you know, personal woman smell. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'll go and no big deal. So I get her about like 5 minutes away, and then she starts talking to me about what she say first. She said, "How your day going so far?" I said, "Oh, it's all good. About to finish up after you because I got to get this car back." And I'm talking to her a little bit about that, and then she goes into saying that yeah, like you ever had? No, actually, I'm sorry. That was the lady before her. That was the ride before her, before the drug ride. That was just the first ride that did that. No, this chick literally said that she was asking me about do I never had this candy before. It was like some type of like gummy candy that like you suck on. And she's like, "Hey, you ever had this before? This is pretty good." And this is after she was on the phone with somebody for like 10 minutes of the ride. And then I'm like, "No, I never had that before." But I was like, I'm trying to small talk, and I'm trying to get that me a tip or whatever, trying to be nice. I'm like, "No, I never had that before." She's like, "Yeah, it's really good." She's like, "It helps me with my drug addiction." She said she's like 30 months clean, and I'm like, Jesus, she just straight up like told me like right off the top like she got a drug issue, and I'm like, told her, "Yeah, I got a gambling addiction. I had one, that was bad. Now it's like not that big of a deal. I just sports bet, but I don't do I just sports bet. I don't do the casino no more because I got issues with that." So she was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, you should try the Skittles gummies they got that's out. They're pretty good." Sitting out there, she's like, "Yeah, yeah, those are good." Then she started talking about this gambling website that she plays on. I guess she worked her $21 to $400. I guess she said she has an addiction to that too, to where she can't cash out. So even though she was up big, She couldn't catch. You know, it sucks. I came all the way to Venice and it's freaking freezing out here. I'm not about to get in. I'm not about to hoop out here. It's freezing. I'm about to freeze my butt off out here. I might have to go to 24-hour fitness maybe because yeah, I can't be out here in the cold. I'm gonna just go anyway. It's like gloomy out here. It just got gloomy out of nowhere. Got the bike by the stall out on me. I forgot to shift down. But yeah, she that happened, and like I'm like telling her, I'm like, yeah, I got I got my drug issue. I said drug issue. I got my gambling issue that I overcame. I don't do it like that no more. Then she's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like she's like, yeah, that's cool. Then after that, small talk about like, and then she says, hey, you can drop me off at the McDonald's because um, my boyfriend is gonna be at the McDonald's now, so you can just, but you can still go. She was real nice. She said you can still go to the original destination, which was only like a half mile away. I'm like, oh, it's all good. I can stop it here. It ain't that big of a deal. And that's what I did. But after that ride, I'm like, okay, like this is God giving me signs. God trying to turn me into um, a liberal because I've been judging when you got other people, and it gets to the point all people do bad things and drugs and all this stuff. More nobody does more than the other group. It's just when you're not looking for it because this has happened in the past to where it's been like these situations, but I never talk about them because like I make it. I don't. I give people the benefit of the doubt when they weren't a certain like type of person. I would give them the benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't think that they were that type of person. I would just assume the best, even if it's smacking me in the face. So, after that last ride, I couldn't get another ride. I was on for 3.5 hours. I made $36 total. And I got a video. And actually, when I got close to my house, I got one last ride. That was $6, but it was going right by my house. And I had to drop the car off, so I was running late. But I'm like, I got to take this ride. I want to make, a couple more dollars. And sure enough, that ride was absolutely great because I was able to get this lady. Um, and this was actually a black lady, but she wants to do Lyft, but she was about to do a Lyft rental program, Uber rental program. And I gave her a game on how it's freaking freezing out here. Like literally, it's like it got to be like 30 degrees, 40 degrees out here. Not 30. It's probably about 45 degrees, but it's windy. I don't even feel. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take my jacket off. It's so cold out here. But yeah, I gave the lady money for I said money. I gave the woman game about not using Lyft because you're gonna pay $440 a month. A week. And then I told her not to do Uber because Uber is like $50 more. I told her to do Kite and just get insurance, do Kite and grind it out. Get the Durango. If you rent it for a whole month, you get it for $800. And then I said, but in reality, you got to be doing it full time, and you got to be willing to do it full time. If you're only gonna do it part time, like you said, I wouldn't do it. I would only get the rental car if because she was in the Lyft, of course. I said if the rental is cheaper than doing Lyft every day for you and your daughter, I would get the car and just do one full day of Lyft, but don't make it an everyday thing because with gas costs and everything, you're gonna put yourself in a hole. Maybe just do it on your way home each day from work, and then you're good to go. Um, DJ, get back in the car before you get a cold. Yeah, I'm about to go to Venice Beach for a second. It was hot outside. I think it's because the clouds are out right now. It was freaking hot out here, so I figured I'll go here to hoop until no kite is 350 miles a day, but that's plenty. You're not using 350 miles. Plus, you got to remember with 350 miles they roll over each day, so it's like when you return a car, you got pretty much like what would that be? Be about 2,500 miles every week you got to use. You're not doing 2,500 miles with Lyft, so you figure you might use 2,000 miles. If you did that, you're making 15 to 1,600 for the week. But nobody's going to do that many miles. So that's the reason why Kite makes more sense than doing Enterprise or any of these other companies because the other companies whack you with insurance, with all this stuff they want you to pay. But with Kite, it's like straightforward, and you can get the charger. Oh yeah, it's about to rain out here. God dang it! Let me look at this weather. I should look at the weather. I would have paying attention. So it's 65 degrees No rain though. It's just cloudy. They charge. Okay, so right now if you go to the Kite app, it's KYTE. Right now you can get a compact car for like 21 bucks for the week, and you can get a full size car like a Charger if they got Charger in stock. You gotta like get with one of the drivers, and you gotta tell the driver if he can like let you know when he sees a Charger there. You gotta book that. You'll give him a tip, and he'll get your ride. He'll make sure he gets your ride, and then he'll get the Charger for you. And then you can also contact them in advance and say, I want the Charger. And then they'll say, I can't guarantee it, but we can like accommodate you if it's available. That's what you got to do. And then with that rental, it's 21 a day. So it comes up to, if you book 1 week, it comes out to like 180 for compact. For full size, it's like 210 because it goes up to like 23 bucks a day. And then after that, you have the full, I mean, my bad, I'm getting brain freeze. You have the the 7-seater. That's 41 a day. So that comes out to give or take about 310, but it's worth it if you book for a whole month. You book for a whole month, you get that 7-seater for like $1,000, and you paying 250 a month. I mean a week for that car. If you're doing Lyft full time, and you can do XL, and if you're Uber qualified, you can make a killing with that Durango. But if you're not able to do both apps, it's not worth it. It's not really worth doing rideshare if you can't do both apps anymore. Anyway, like I'm talking about the driving rideshare, like Lyft and Uber. But then, so you got the prices. Now, if you do a whole month of the compact with Kite, it ends up being about 650 bucks. And what I mean by month, I'm talking about 28 days. 28 days is about 650 bucks, and then it's 620 for a whole month, and then it's 695 for a whole month with the Charger. It's Kite. It's KYTE. If you Instagram me, I can give you my referral link, and that'll give you additional, I think, $50 off, and then I get like a credit for like $10 or $20. So I mean, I should have put it on my I'm gonna put it on my profile, because if you're gonna rent, make sure and check if Kite is in your city first, because Kite is literally gonna be the cheapest option, because it's flat out the cost of the rental. It's no, and tax of course, but it's no rental cost, no extra, all those fees that rental companies add to try to get you to like pay more. It's none of that with Kite. It's just the cost of the car plus tax. And then they bring it to your house too. Like as long as your house is by like their hub, they deliver it to you. And it's only like 15 bucks. It's like 20 to $15 for delivery. But then if you do it, you pick it up yourself at the lot, then there's no delivery fee and you just pick it up at the lot. Yeah, car payments are the worst, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Insurance with Kite is based on what you're already paying. It's like you consider this rental your personal vehicle, because when you call in to get insurance, you're gonna just tell them it's a fleet vehicle. Like you're pretty much leasing this vehicle, because that's what you're doing. Like you're technically leasing this vehicle. So if whatever your company is charging you now is what you're pretty much gonna pay. So if you're paying right now, let's say $1,000, or say you're paying 200 a month right now for like a new car, that's what you're gonna be paying in insurance. And they don't even verify. So if you want to use your credit card and you want to use your credit card insurance, you can do that too. But for Uber, you got to like finesse Uber to let them like put that car in the app. And I mean, I'm not going to say how to do it on this app, but if anybody needs that finesse game, reach out to me directly. I can give you that game, because you got to do what you got to do sometimes. But it's best to get insurance from like Allstate, get rideshare insurance, and you can add the car to it. And in that way, if you were getting into an accident, you ain't panicking, worrying about being stuck with a high bill. That's what I would recommend you do. But it's all up to you. It's all about how you feel. What's the difference between actual rental? The difference is with the actual rental, they're charging you the rental cost. You're gonna have like another fee for no reason, and then they make you pay for they try to get you to get insurance, and then you so now that might be in your city, because I know in my city it's not that much. In Ohio, I mean in Las Vegas, it's half that cost. Not half, but it's a 1/4% cheaper. And remember, I forgot to tell you this. you have to book it on certain days. So you got to book it on like Tuesday. So you got to pretty much book it on like a Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday to Thursday. You don't want to book on the weekend unless it just pops up with deals. But most of the time, they don't have any deals. I think I went away from the basketball real quick. Weather is bad because they're spraying the skies. I believe that. I can definitely believe that. Your friend got the Tesla with that low of APR. That's clutch. That's big clutch. Crap, now I'm going to. Oh, crap, ain't nobody down here. Can't wait to get. All right, so any questions y'all got for me now? Now I can actually look at the chat a little bit. Shout out to TC in the building. We got Nav in the building, J Media in the building, Wordplay in the building. Yeah, I think I might have to go somewhere else. Ain't nobody down here. I'm going down one way right now. Trying to do a U-turn, but I went the wrong way. Crap, all these streets are one-way streets. Jesus Christ. I'm over here driving like I'm in LA. Yeah, guys, it was something else I was going to talk about, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, for those that just tuning in, the whole point of this live is to say that we're doing the positive conversation about a lot of different things on this channel. We returned to cars, so we're going to be doing a DoorDash like no other. We're going to be crushing a DoorDash. That's the only thing we got working for us right now. And other than that, I hope that we can get into a better space. So Dante, you're out from out here too. Yeah. I don't really go to Venice too much. And like right now it's kind of it's like all these streets are all like connected. like small. So I'm trying to find a parking spot somewhere I can park the bike at without getting without having to pay for it. And I don't want to park on the street because last time I parked on the street, somebody backed into the front of the bike. Since when do clouds make crisscross patterns in the sky? They do here all day. When not too sensitive. You got one. Nab isn't sensitive. He's about respect. That ain't too much to ask for. Respect. How much of us have it? Respect. Oh shoot, Nab, you trying to pull up on him? Nab, what? Jesus Christ, Nab, where this coming from? You trying to pull up on that man now? This is unlike you. I'm so confused. I'm absolutely confused. I'm about to check and see if there's even a reason to park here. Hold on 1 second. Every day, shout out to Maverick in the building, Maverick Capitalist. Every day past, the more I realize beefing is pointless unless something is really going to come from it. There you go. It's absolutely pointless. Okay, we got one game. We got one game going. So I might just go ahead and grab my I should have brought my tripod so I could have streamed it. We got that next time. Rhino's at it, going crazy. Uh, Excuse me, quick question. Where would somebody park their bike on Venice? Oh, they won't tow it? Okay. But okay. I'm just kidding. I mean, it ain't really a sign that says don't park right there or something. Oh, okay, I see. But I think after 5, they usually don't even be out here. So, okay. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, guys. Guys, listen. Look, guys. Yeah, these clouds are kind of bad. Yeah, I'm gonna hoop until I'm gonna hoop for 1.5 hours, and then I start my next shift at 6:30, and I'm gonna go live when I do it. So I'm gonna go live at 6:30 my time, which is an hour and a half from now. So if y'all want to check that out. If y'all want to tune into that, let me know. Or not let me know, just come on. 6:30, we're gonna do a 1 hour shift for sure in Venice, and then after, thanks. Then after the hour, we're gonna like go to whatever city is next. Kelly, I mean, y'all gonna be mad at me. I forgot to tell Nab and Christina, y'all gonna be mad at me. But I told her if she came on here and sung a whole song, that I would give her immunity. I told her I'd give her immunity if she came on and did a whole song, cause she got to sing. Yeah, she got to sing pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of trash out here. It's kind of trash can. This is Dookie. This is Let me show y'all a little bit of this. I think it's better when it's hot outside. This is kind of trash. Let me show y'all. Yeah, this is just bad. Uh, Silicon, don't summon her. I'm sorry, Christine. I think you one day are gonna love Kelly. Yeah, the court's all right, but it's courts are all right, but I make a call real quick, guys. My bad, guys. It's like life and times of the Amazing Hustler. Again, I got this Planet Fitness membership. They just called. They literally were supposed to waive all the fees, and I was supposed to start over. Y'all was actually on live with me when I dealt with this crap the last time. But now they're freaking trying to charge me like $50 and 40, all this crap for no reason. This is my life. It can never just be smooth. It always got to be chaotic mess. Ah, Nab, why you? Okay, I'm gonna text you, Nab. Nab, you're like removing comments and timing people out. Like, why? You're making my life hard right now because I'm Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm okay, so thanks. Oh, appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah, appreciate that. Thanks. Beautiful dog. Yep. Um, like Nab, I just texted you, man. We gotta get this together, man, because I'm not trying. Like I told Christina, Christina is following the new rules. We can't time people out or remove people unless they're literally trolling. Like I'm talking about using the N word or calling people gay and all that. But you can't be timing people out because like you're all going at each other. Because that's a bad reflection on me now because the chat literally has been trash. But Nab, you can go at wordplay, but you can't be timing them out. If he's the one you're timing out. All right, we're back. Look, guys, this goes for anybody. Like I was gonna remove every single wrench other than Christina and Nab, but Nab, he just said he ain't gonna do it no more. Okay, it's that simple. Nobody is allowed to remove no comments unless the comments. I appreciate y'all helping me with my channel. Okay, so Nab is cool. Okay, he ain't gonna do it no more. Look, this is how it works, guys, including myself. I'm not gonna remove no comments unless it's the N word, homophobic. I'm sorry, anything goes. Now you can't threaten people by doxing their address. and doing all that. But when it comes down to it, like we're gonna have a level of respect on this channel, but we're not gonna remove comments because of the fact, like Nab knows, Christina knows now because I talked to her. I didn't talk to Nab directly. I should have. Like everybody's gonna get smoked. We can't be tyrants. That's chasing people away from the channel because people literally. Okay, Nab, don't wordplay. Come on, relax, man. Just show me that much respect. I'm not his dad. Okay, that's a grown man. Don't put me in the middle of your beef. Okay, because I will do that and just tell and let them remove people that try to put me in the middle of fighting with y'all. I'm not doing that. Okay? Like it ain't that serious. Like I'm not nobody's daddy. I'm nobody. These people are doing me a favor. They don't have to be on here. Like it makes my life hell when I got people using the N word, spamming the chat, and I can't remove comments. So I need these people to help me with my moderation. Okay? As my channel grow. But the whole point of the matter is, yes, absolutely. And Razor, you're late. I already gave you some props, Razor. Okay? The whole point of the matter is we gotta have a free speech chat because Nap, you see how you just said what you said, Nap? That's the reason why the wordplay, people who got the moderation wrench, don't put me in y'all stuff. But y'all can say whatever y'all want. I don't care. Just don't dox each other. Don't threaten with addresses and stuff. You know how to be adults. If y'all want to be doing the black on black crime, which is so nasty, at the point that y'all literally got me to where I was like literally showing y'all was trying to get me to like be better. Now you guys don't even want to be better. I don't understand. It's so confusing to me how everybody wanted me to be, you know, the guy for the people, for black folks. But now that I'm doing that, we got more turmoil and more fighting among each other than ever before in life. I don't understand it. I don't know how to make it stop. But if y'all want to do that, y'all could do that. But we're about to ride real quick to this. I gotta do this. I was gonna just like end this live, but I was gonna end the live, but I'm trying to get this done real quick before I end it. But yeah, it's all love, guys. I mean, we gotta be like we're supposed to be like show some unity to each other. I don't understand where all this hate's coming from. Can you unban Kai so he can alt can? Did somebody ban Kai? I mean, if Nab was the one that banned him, but Nab ain't gonna do it no more. Because you gotta remember, moderators, if this channel doesn't jump and grow, then the dream that I have that you guys are gonna enjoy, because if I make money and start making money, and you guys now are influencers because you guys got direct access to rocking with me when I get there, then everybody wins. But if we're like to a point that we aren't doing nothing, like we're not doing numbers, then people are going to not want to rock with us. All right, we got somebody trying to jump on. What's going on, man? We got wordplay. 1 second. Why ain't you? Oh, for some reason it pop up. You there? Oh, for some reason it pop up.
Yeah, my bad. I'm
All right, not here. Now
trying to mute everything before I put this mic on. Give me a second.
Yep. If anybody else can jump up, you're free to jump on. Just know I'm only going to be on here for another 20 minutes before I get to this gym, and then I'm off because and I'm gonna come back on after I'm gonna come back on after I get back from hooping. I'm only gonna hoop for like an hour, and I'm gonna get to Doordash, and I got a block set up for 6:30.
All right. So what's up with you, bro? How your day going?
It's all right. Just you know, there's a lot of messiness with this 24-hour fitness tripping and all that. Right now, what's going on with you?
Shit, just now getting back to the house. Nothing too special. About to roll up and smoke real fast.
Got you. I
Relax
don't.
for the
Well,
rest of the
only
day.
that's cool. That's cool. I think because I was talking about the fallout from yesterday, and you on the outside looking in, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be real. You know good and well that everything that I was saying the past 6 months is the reason why Laura and everybody that I ended up beefing with was because I was talking about the blacks. It was nothing else. It was just that. So what I don't understand is me not talking about the blacks and being more respectful. I don't understand why it's going on deaf ears now.
I think it's like what you were saying. I think it's people are mad that it's coming from your mouth. If it was somebody else, I think they'd probably be a little bit more receptive. But they probably already have this like preconceived notion of you, and they probably are letting their how can I put it? They're letting their uh all right, so basically with the things that you did in the past, so say like if you didn't
Yep.
follow through on your word or something, or if you did this and did that, they're holding you to that standard instead of actually trying to see the new leaf that you're trying to turn over. So I think
Got you.
that's
Got you.
why
Got you.
people have so much pushback towards you. Because I mean, you was going hard on the blacks, man.
Yep. I mean, I was going. It was some nasty work, and like it's like, see, what people don't understand is most of the stance that I made back then, I still believe in now. And I'm not saying everything is. It's just I'm putting fact behind why it's happening, and I'm talking about how we're being lied to in regards to it happening, and people don't understand that like a lot of what's happening right now is like because of when they get mad and say I'm always talking about white people. It ain't necessarily that. It's just I'm talking about like the the the, the behavior of people that dictate a lot for us in America. And people don't understand that's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to be disrespectful no more. I'm just trying to like, speak
No,
my
not I
mind and
respect you for that, DJ. I'm liking the new direction that you're taking it. I'm
yeah.
liking that
I mean,
because a lot of black people they have platforms and they can choose. I mean, they talk about so many different things, and you
mhm.
having a platform, you could do that exact same thing. You can talk about nonsense, BS, and all this other stuff, but you're actually choosing to, mix some of this stuff into, the message and things like that. So I really respect it.
Yeah, and I'm not and it's what's crazy? I try to tell people I literally say it in every live. I got a lot of work to do to get respect for doing what I'm doing right now because of the pain I put on people. And I say that every single time. And they don't understand. I'm not trying to do this for some likes and clicks. I'm doing this because this is now how I feel. Because of the fact now I have all, the knowledge, not all, but I have a lot more knowledge before I used to say the whole like kids growing up without dads. And I used to say like the statistic is like 73 1 or 73%, but in reality they don't factor in the men who don't live in a household who also take care of the kids 50-50. They don't factor in a boyfriend girlfriend situation. That is literally like husband and wife living together with the kids. But I was pushing this narrative that you have us, our kids are being like affected more than other people, when in reality the white folks, they be having the same statistical numbers. But I wasn't trying to like look at the why it's like that for them. I was only looking at the black and just saying this is what it is. But when it comes to white, I didn't look at why white people have more of a family structure in place than us. And it is about the slavery, the welfare, the crack being put on the streets, the freaking gangs being infiltrated, or the movements like Black Panthers being infiltrated and being made to act as gangs. And then you got us looking at Ice Cube as a terrible person when he's literally like holding it down and was already holding it down before, you know, um, we try, like the people are trying to make him now to be like the black demon, like he's a Trump supporter, like, and they just don't have a clue. and understanding to what Ice Cube is doing. So it's just all this stuff that I'm trying to get people to understand that's going on, that they're not, trying to um, take notice of. So that's all I'm facing.
I'm not sure how true it is, but I think the chat is saying that Nab banned Razor.
I mean, Nab, was it right now or did you do it earlier? Because I mean, come on, Nab. When did? Cause Nab, you were just on here.
Sam Scott still said Kai and Money Boss. He banned them too.
Nab, you're a big supporter of my channel, and you're a good person, and we're cool. But bro, like, you just texted me and said you're not gonna ban anybody. Like, Razor is just on here. Like, did you really just ban Razor after you said you weren't gonna do it no more? One homophobic comment. Let's see what Razor said. I understand
Oh,
that you might
that was
play for another team, Nab. So I see you might come on, Nab. Nab. Like, bro, like you making me look like a cuck right now. Nab. He always said was, I understand that you might play for the other team, Nab. So see how you might take offense. Come on, Nab. Like that, like, bro, he making me look bad. That literally is not, that's not to be banned. Oh, come on, man. Like, if you would have said, like, Nab, you're a FAG, like just blatantly like that, or if he said you're a trans man who's a woman, or if he would have said something like that, that's gonna affect. But come on, man, that's just words, man. Like, you should not have banned him, man. Come on, I'm gonna ban these people, Nab. I cannot keep doing this because you're making me look bad right now because I'm like being so. And I know in reality, like, you care about it, but at the same time, man, it's like people are going to. I'm going to look like I'm showing favoritism, which I am. Like, it ain't that serious, man. I get called worse stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's favoritism.
It is. It is.
I would have been got my wrench taken.
Yep. I mean, it is.
Especially if I was timing out Nab the way he be timing me out.
Uh-oh. I got a legend coming in the building. Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, don't you dare start that crap. I'll push you right off that bike with calling me a legend. The fuck?
There you are.
What's up, man? Listen, I ain't getting in your conversation, but you know the way I feel. Who gives a shit? They're listening to you because they love you or hate you or whatever. If there was no pulse either way, you know how this shit works.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, if you're lukewarm water, you got 10 people watching you. So
Yep.
I mean, I can go on either side of any conversation, especially when we talk about race or whatever. Because
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I left you a couple comments. You know, I'm a green guy. I give a fuck what color you are. We know that the rich
Oh, yeah.
people, no matter they're white, no matter what religion, no matter what their morals were when they were poor, when they're rich, they hang with the rich people and they vote for the rich people. You know, so. But that's all. Listen, man, I just came up to mess with you because you're wearing your little helmet and all that fun stuff. And
No, it
and
sounded like a
listen,
pretty
whoever's,
biker.
I guess I'm not allowed in your chat. That ain't even close. Technically, both sides of the fence don't mean shit. That's not homophobic. That shouldn't offend anybody. It just means that somebody might be bisexual. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all need to
Hold on.
grow
Who
up
said
in that chat. Y'all need to grow up. I'm not even allowed to say hi if I can't say that. And you're spelling out. You're spell FAG. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm trying. The
Hey,
I
thing is,
know
like,
I
you
like
so
Drake saying
because you got
Drake
AdSense watching you. You just need your check,
yep.
bitch. I
There we go. Yep.
know.
But
I
no,
lost mine three. Listen, you know I lost mine again. I lost my monetization 3 times in 2 years. I
Jesus, they
gotta
give it
wait
back
till
to
next
you?
month to apply. I gotta wait next month. But you know, so I hear what you're saying, but I don't give a shit, man. I gotta be a potty mouth, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was being PC, super PC, but now I'm not as much. Like, I used to call women men and men women. I used to play that game, and then, like, I would, like, be a cuck to women. But I'm starting to get to my true self. Not a bad person, just a person that's speaking the truth.
Right.
But like people be
but we can't do
sensitive.
that. You can't listen. What you and me say when we sit down and eat lunch together, if we ever meet, ain't necessarily what the world needs to hear. But if you do that, it becomes interesting, And everybody wants to be in your living room. That's why you're up here. You ain't a movie star. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. But they want to be part of your life. So then they get mad if you show them something real about your life. Or show them an opinion, or show them something that they ain't gonna have on the TV, or somebody's not who's big star ain't gonna talk about. You know what I mean? If you told me all that stuff sitting down drinking a beer, I'd be like, yeah, man. That's if I disagreed, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked up. I'll see you at work tomorrow, or hey, man, let's go have a picnic with the wife and kids, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a big deal, but we're also polarized, and all these people, no offense, all you lemmings, all you little fleas in the chat right now are important because your opinion is important. And Dennis responds to you, and I respond to people in my shit. So y'all think you're important. I'm going to watch Chicago Hope with my fucking old lady mother tomorrow when I go visit her, whatever she watches. She can't talk to the TV and say, hey, I didn't like the way you said that. Hey, Dennis, I didn't like the way you treated that person in that scene. So you guys are like, it's like reality, which is not reality, but these people get to interact with you. That's what makes this special. That's what makes this little niche of YouTube where you got your own little family here. But that little family doesn't tell their brother every little motherfucking thing to do. So why they got to tell you or me or anybody every little motherfucking thing to do? So it's just weird. You don't know these fucking people in here, but they're going to tell you how to act, how to talk, how to be. Yep. And you're going to say, oh, for $20 super chat? No, you can blow me. Keep your $20 and I'll keep my opinion clean. I'll keep it the way I think. So you know how that works.
Now, I got a question for you, though. Like, would you say that, I'm going to use some language here. People are going to be upset in the chat, of course. But would you say men are like kind of bitches nowadays in regards to, remember back in the day, sticks and stones did not hurt your bones? Why is it that, I've been dealing with a gig tube space to where people literally, you can't say one thing without them, doing a whole live talk.
Right, but here's the answer. On social media, 100%. A bunch of panty-wearing fucking sissies. Pillow biters. Can I say pillow biters, or would that get me? Is that homophobic?
Oh, no,
pillow biter?
No.
Pillow biter? Because technically it could be a male pillow biting. They could have stubbed their toe. It ain't like, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But yes, on social media, because everybody is so hypersensitive. In the real world, if you and me had a little something, I don't think it will go anywhere. I don't think it matters. In the real world, my friends and my people I'm in front of fucking were tough, man. I live in Florida, man. What the fuck? I'm in South Florida. Oh, yeah. I'm tough. An old lady would backslap me in real life or not for cutting her off on the road. This ain't no bullshit where I live. So I mean, I'm just saying, man. So I mean, to answer your question, I think on social media, yes. In the real world, not so much. I think that people are tough in the real world. I think the people on here ain't got nothing better to do than listen to you. Well, I'm sorry. How's it to you?
No.
Hey, what's up, World Play? I have no idea who you are, brother, and I doubt you know who I am because I come from a different world.
Oh, no.
I've talked about you a few times.
What's good with you, bro? I'm just over here just smoking.
I know. I heard you were smoking. I'm home smoking too, man. Yeah. I'm trying to watch some fucking ESPN over here, and the cable's out, and I'm fighting with a computer saying, well, you need to go to the and I was like, what is your problem? Did we fix your problem? I'm cussing. No, you didn't fix my fucking problem. Now get me to a live person. So my TV's fucked. I think I made the little robot lady mad because I yelled. I called her too many names, man. So now they're like, now you're never going to watch the goddamn hockey game. Yes, I'm white. I watch hockey. Sorry, guys. All you black people out there,
don't. I've never watched a hockey match in my life.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. I'm not a big hockey guy either, dude, but it's a Panther. So
we don't like the cold, bro.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, I forget his name, but way back, probably about 20 years ago, there was one black player on the Florida Panthers, and I couldn't help laughing when he was out there with the fucking cold with all them fucking white racist Canadian motherfuckers. I was like, man, you got balls, brother. You got big balls.
he probably fit in, though. Isn't there like 2 or 3 black stars right now in the NHL?
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, come on, man.
That's pretty dope. But I was gonna say, because most people know you now because of 2 days ago I did a live restream of when you went and cooked JB. But here's the thing: what they don't understand is that motivated me because I was playing like a girl, afraid to talk to this racist man to really make him feel like an idiot. So after I heard you go off on him, whatever, in like a, in a way that I'm like, maybe I could do that too. I went on there and Robert made it about me trying to get $100, not
I
realizing
saw it.
that,
Do you know,
I'm not
just
going to
real
trust the man
quick?
to pay me. Yeah, go
Right.
ahead.
But I bounce. When I say I bounce, I bounce. And when I
Yeah.
bounced, I didn't listen to the rest of that, man. I already gave too much of my time. So and
Oh yeah.
and Reese's wife extended that shit, and I didn't know that it was gonna be extended. So she's pimping me out for whatever amount of money. So I bounced. When I bounced, I bounced. When I saw you doing the little live about me yesterday, I saw the replay.
Yeah.
Then I said, "Oh crap, you came on after me." So I went back and listened to a bunch of it.
Oh,
So you all right? Listen, you got to remember when you're on Reese, it's like you and me got a ref. Like in high school when you go, because you play. I played basketball until I got kicked off the team. But anyways, but when you go to the visitors, you go to the school, the referee's fucking nephew might be on the other team. Reese is a dirty ref, and he don't let you fight fair. I had that motherfucker up against the ropes like 4 times, and I could have knocked him out. And Reese is like, whoa, 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 and then he breaks my rhythm. And he'll do that to you too. He didn't even let you get. He didn't even let you get him, and no momentum, no nothing. That's Reese. But I know that's part of the territory with him.
Yep.
I knew I was
think
going to go up there with JB a week ago. Me and Reese
Yeah, I didn't
talked
even
about
know.
it, but I didn't. But that was totally not staged. I popped up there and for a different reason. But I knew I was going to do it. I wanted to meet the man, and I want to see if I want to do business with him. I mean, I got a question for you now. Do you think me being the asshole, hated, the worst human being in the gig tube space, right? Going and being the white knight and going to use my evil powers against this guy. And it'll be yin yang. And I can be mean and a motherfucker and just take his head off every goddamn week if he wants to do that. But I don't know if he wants to do it too. Because I told you, he's a 100% actor. Ain't none of that shit real. So I'm a good actor. Obviously, I'm a goddamn realtor. I'm a human being. I'm 57 years old. Ain't got no business fucking acting like Cherry, but Cherry's my character. So what do you think?
I think, here's the thing. You're like one of the roasters on Tom Brady roast. Like, you're like refreshing. People, we want that type of entertainment again. You don't hold no punches. And that's the thing. You did a good job because you beat him, like you're nice and you made him comfortable, but then like at that 10-minute mark you hit him like his psyche was all over the place because you were like, dude, the way you look, your eyes look when you're like, when you don't got an answer, when you don't know what to do, you go into the N-word.
Right.
Like, you literally made him feel like a trash human being. Like, you brought him down pegs. So then at that point, when Robert started trying to, I think that dude coming in at that point messed up the flow, but you would have made that man cry. You made him go take a smoke break.
Right. In all honesty, though, he didn't know that was coming his way, and I knew it was going to come sometime. I didn't know, but I don't watch Reese, and I'm sorry, Robert, but since he doxed me, showed my face. Me and Reese had a history. We have respect for each other, but it ain't nothing I really watch that much. I'll pop in when he wants me to. I'll talk to him on the phone. We're cordial now, but we were going to go at it good for a year, man. We were going to kill each other. But he gave me a heads up about this guy. He said, I got a real racist, not you fake racist, coming on here playing a character. I got a real one. So he gave me all kinds of backstory. He told me what shows he was on. So he gave me a heads up. So it wasn't that it was just like, I was waiting for that opportunity, Dennis. I had him. You know what I mean? I just was waiting for the different places he could leave it open.
Yeah, he didn't know you knew about him because I could tell. He was caught off guard because, see, when I didn't want him to be on my channel because, see, people can't take the N-word. It angers me to hear it, but I can take it to get that man to understand he's ignorant. But people can't take it, so I literally didn't let him on for 2 weeks, and then finally everybody in the chat and everybody's telling me, let him on, stop being a coward. So I let him on, and he came on with the N-word. But my thing was, I thought that the people that were on could make him look dumb, but he caused everybody to start hating each other. I'm like, dude, this is a bad look. We're all beefing with each other instead of the racists. So and that dude literally, he is an actor at this point with what you did to him, and he's literally acting like that. He probably literally is in the hood still, but people don't know that he's doing that, because that just seems like his character. Like that's just what he is now.
Well, when I say I don't know, listen, he could make, like he said, he says he makes $200,000 a year. I don't fucking know, and I don't care. But when I mean he's an actor, when he's cold busted, when he's been on those dumb little shows, not the like the Maury Povics and the Jerry Springers and all that shit. And then I asked him, I said, well, you ain't up there for real. It's all fake, and you got an appearance fee for being up there. That's why you went and embarrassed yourself saying you're a wife beater, and you wear Ku Klux Klan pajamas when you go to sleep at night, and you got a fucking Hitler sign tattooed on your penis, or whatever bullshit he's saying. All made up because he was getting a check, and he's trying to get a check on everybody right now, And when he says he did all this stuff to Eli, I told him, maybe you fucking paid Eli, and maybe y'all are just going back and forth. Well, Eli don't make AdSense like I do. Well, maybe you sent him, maybe you cash apped him $1,000 for the bullshit. How do I know? How do you know?
That might be possible. That might be possible because they do. I don't understand how they do that good of number. I mean, Eli does numbers on anybody else's channel but his own, but his own gets up there sometimes. So I mean, I wouldn't put that past them. But Eli, I don't know. He kind of his vibe. I don't think he would sign up for that. He just doesn't seem like
I don't know. Listen, I ain't getting into the whole thing, but I've only been always cherry picked for 2 years. But I've been paid to be around YouTube and other social media, being in the chat, being on people's shit, not being anything, and not anything you guys would ever see. They do that. Come in and be a villain. I'll pay you $50. Just come in the chat and call me names and act like you're this or act like you're that. I'll give you $50 for a half hour. I mean, so I've done it before, man. I mean, come on. I've done other shit before with that. I'm not going to talk about DoorDash and the apps and the gig tubers, how I got paid. But that's a different story that I'll talk to you one day about. Well, but I'm talking about other shit. But
I got a question before you, end up going.
Hey, first of all, dude, I know you. Right, I know. Hold on, I know you're bouncing, and this ain't our interview. I'm gonna come back next month, and I'll set a special time. I'll come on your show, or you can come on mine. So don't act like, oh my God, I got Cherry up here. I don't give a fuck, Jen. Just let me know if starting next month I'll come up. We'll shoot the shit about anything that doesn't go too crazy, because I ain't fighting a black man about Trump and making me pick some old man that's fucking in the grave, Joe Biden, because I hate his ass too. So you're gonna make me pick a side? Ain't no white guy gonna sit and talk about how picking on you and you're a Trump lover. So we're not doing that. We're not having that argument ever.
Yeah. Oh no. This is actually the reason why I said if you can I don't know if you got an email or something, but somehow get in touch with you to ask you this question. I want to ask you off because I'm doing something next month that's going to be online that I'll pay you more so for doing this, and this is something I want to see if you are even open to doing something like this. It's something that's people will love, and nobody thought about doing this, and it'd be big. And
how much time? How many days? How much time?
No, it's just 2 hours. It's 2 hour stream of something that I can't say online.
Okay, no, don't say it. Don't say it. Listen, brother, always cherry pick is at Gmail.
Always
cherry pick. My name. Always cherry pick at gmail.com.
Christina, text that to me. So that way, I got bad memory. But yeah, this is something you're gonna be like, okay, this is made for me. I was looking for the right person. So yeah, I think you might like this. But
we'll see. But I don't want to go off the deep end with real topics. You get what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see what it is.
This ain't a topic. This is something completely. You're gonna see. Yep. But
man, other than that, at this point, I would love. Listen, all the people that are crawling up my ass right now, we're crawling up yours. So I would love to do something with you, just to tell everybody to go fuck themselves. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be your eyes might light up for this because this is something that would make people happy, but also be. I'll send you the email and you'll see. But yeah,
all right. I was gonna who's your troll? Who's this troll guy, Tukowski? He don't like me. Hey man, I'm sorry, my volume's up. What's the matter?
He's actually one of my supporters, low key. But the thing is, he don't like. I think it's cool. It might be the way you are, but my thing I tell people is if they think I'm bad, they imagine coming at you, because I'm pretty sure none of these people in the chat will come up here and actually have words for you because they don't understand somebody that's good at.
No, I like it. I feel at home. I feel at home because the guy's picking on me. My mic is loud for two reasons. One is because I'm usually talking in GigTube people stuff, and they always say my mic is low. The second reason is I got my neighbors, and Cherry gets his neighbors mad, so I keep it up high so I don't have to scream, because I obviously sound like I'm murdering people when I do my little shit some days. They're like, what the fuck?
I mean, the
This guy's
question. Didn't you
talking
say
about.
this isn't your real voice?
Right now, this is my real voice right now.
So you
This
use
is
like
what
a
I sound
computer?
like.
I mean, not a computer. You use like a
No,
voice, or you?
no, I pump my no, I don't no. When I'm Cherry and I'm screaming, I animate being like an asshole and a mean guy. Like I'm not gonna do it now,
Oh, yeah.
but that's what it is. I wear different headphones on some days, and I have laminate floors. And if I sit in a certain spot, it makes that Cherry. I did it by accident on Flexes one night, and I was like, wow, that sounds good. So no, I'm not using a voice. When I do the chipmunk, I got the angry chipmunk. Tito, that's a voice changer. But no. I mean, here, it's like, what the fuck, you asshole? Get your black ass off that motorcycle and out of my neighborhood before I call the police. The goddamn police on your black ass. Now that's more like Cherry, right? That's a little different. It's just different. You know. Sorry about that.
That might happen soon because I'm actually around the whites right now. You know, I'm in Beverly Hills. Actually, I'm leaving Venice. I'm headed to Beverly Hills. So,
man,
you know,
I'd 911 your ass if I seen a black. Unless you had a Doordash bag hanging off the back of that, I'd call the police in 2 seconds on you.
Okay, I got one. You see that? Yeah, I got the Doordash bag on the back.
Hey,
I
listen,
think that's
man.
my get out of jail free pass.
Right. Where I live, it's usually Spanish guys, man. They all put the Lyft Uber sign on at night, you know, so the cop knows that's why they're there. I think it's funny.
No, absolutely. I don't get. One thing I understand is that for people that are saying that JB owns you, I don't know what these people are looking at. You literally almost made this man cry.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, but that'll be
Listen.
another. I can't wait till you and him have another interaction. Hopefully, it's promoted.
Well, here's the thing.
I missed that from the chat.
Like I said, it wasn't set up, but it kind of was set up, but not really then. And I've actually thanked Reese for introducing me to the guy. Let me see if we can do something together. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give Reese, I'm trying to be even with Reese. He was a dick about a couple things. He did a video saying that I was a viewer. He didn't even say I was always cherry picked, but that's what he does. You know, that's the way he gets me. I actually think it's funny. He's like, a viewer? You know, like, no, bitch, I didn't buy, you know, we all know Robert Reese bought, 11,000 fake subscribers, so I'm actually have more subs than him. I'm more popular than him. Yeah. So he's calling me a viewer, like he has the show and he got the clout. He ain't got shit.
I don't understand that because like I told this dude, he could see my AdSense and see my numbers go up based on videos. He can see the money I made and it matches the views I got. And I'm like, he did a video talking about how he's the best, like better than me and better than all these people.
He always
like,
does
dude,
that.
we didn't. Nobody paid for subs. Nobody paid for views. Like we don't care. We're just gonna because right now I'm sucking. You know, I'm like, you know, the algorithm got me to where if I do a GigTube video, then my numbers are increasing. Like I get to the best video of like this time period. But when I do anything outside of that, it's like the 8th or 7th. So I know at this point, this channel is stuck in the GigTube space. So I'm only going to be doing GigTube videos, and which sucks.
And I'm going to tell on you, the reason why you're saying Doordash in the thing, because for every 1,000 views, if you have a clean Doordash, you know, edited content, you get about $10 for 1,000. At least that's what I get. And if you do Uber Eats, you get like $3. If you do Grubhub, you get like $1. So, you know, for everybody out there, if you notice why all the content creators are always talking about Doordash, it's because they get paid the highest. Doordash content gets paid higher than Uber Eats content by a bunch. So,
oh God, I didn't even know that. I'm about to make every video Doordash. Yeah. So you're telling me if I get 1,000 views, I get $10?
On an edited video, I get like, depending on the video, depending on the month, like $8.50 to $10 per 1,000, and like a Uber Eats, you get like $3 per 1,000.
Oh yeah, I'm about to start doing all day because now I'm using this motorcycle and I'm gonna be doing DoorDash for 8 hours a day on the bike.
DJ, listen to me. You ever? And I'm gonna pick on UDM because he was my friend, but whatever. You ever seen where he does DoorDash isn't working for me and says DoorDash one time in the video? He's trying to get paid a little extra. You ever seen? You know, people will say something about DoorDash, and then when you get into the video, they'll say, "Well, I hate DoorDash. I got deactivated, or I've been doing Grubhub all day." So, but they're trying to trick YouTube algorithm to think it's a DoorDash video. Yes. And they'll do shit like this. It'll be an Uber Eats video, and they'll say, "See, if this was a DoorDash order, it would be this." So, because there's the voice algorithm picks that shit up too. So they'll say, "Oh yeah, and look, there's a DoorDash driver." Anytime they can say DoorDash, but it's really a video about Uber Eats. So yeah, you get a little bump. See if I'm right. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You see, try it and see.
Now I'm gonna try it out because I was gonna start when I start doing these lives. Now that I turned the car in today, I got just a bike. I was gonna call it something like DoorDash sucks, or something like that, to where. It's just showing me being miserable doing DoorDash. So that way people aren't, the good, happy videos. Those videos are limited to 2,500 to 3,000 once you start pushing. But the videos talking bad about the gig apps always go up in numbers. They always go up and you get the 10,000 range. So I'm going to try to just get that push. But is it anything else that you would say, in regards to lives? Does it kill you doing more lives than just pre-recorded videos?
Well, me, when I was up and running, I depended on super chats and I depended on members. So, I mean, I need my lives to get that. Nobody gives me a super chat, on a video. But you don't make a lot of ads. Look at the AdSense. I don't even know if you got it hooked up right now. Look at what you're going to get on this live, man. 80 cents maybe? $1.50?
Oh, I don't have it. On these vertical lives.
You don't even have it? Yeah. Right.
Nope, I don't even get paid, really. I get maybe 10 cents, 12 cents.
Right. Listen, my buddy, the fat Bobby, you know Bobby, right? The fat guy.
Yeah.
He did a 12-hour live when he first got monetized, and he got 12 cents for it. And he was like, the next day he just shut the shit off and turned the radio on and said, "I don't give a fuck. I just worked all day yesterday for 12 cents." He had himself 20, 25, 30 people in the chat on and off all day, and he didn't even get a damn dollar for it. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I did a 24-hour live. I made $350 in AdSense money because of super chats.
Cool. Right, because of super chats, memberships, but not because you're doing ads, not in the replay when they show one little ad and everybody push skips or they pay for the YouTube premium, then you don't get dick. And,
exactly. You only get nothing.
So it is what it is. But listen, brother, I just came up to say hello. World Play, sorry.
Appreciate you.
I talk a lot. So sorry.
Oh, no, I
appreciate you. You gave me a lot of info. I'm looking forward to using.
But like I said, don't be up here while I got you. First of all, I ain't shit. I'm just a little dick in this world. Second of all, of course I will talk to you again, but I'm not coming back till next month. So I'm on hiatus.
Well, I
actually shut my, go ahead.
No, just say, I actually copied your style for a month. Literally for the month of December, I was doing, it was called the smoke show. So for the whole month, I would just go on and I would just go off the top of the dome and just destroy whoever's talking.
I was lurking. Dude, I've watched you more than I don't say shit. I just come and listen to you sometimes. Sometimes I want to, sometimes you get on my nerves. Sometimes I can't stop listening, but that's the way we all are. But I saw that. You did the video about me saying, this is the way I'm going to teach you. I'm going to treat you motherfuckers like Cherry. Cherry don't care about his people. I'm going to teach you guys some hard love.
Yep. and it worked because those videos started doing better. And it started the whole smoke show. So appreciate that.
Yeah. No problem, man. All right. Dude, I don't know if you remember, but back when I started 2 years ago, you were doing different content. And I was hanging out. I was saying comments about you and shit. And you were same person, but way different content.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yep. And I'm going back to that now. So you're going to see different.
Do it, man. All right, you guys have a good night. I appreciate you having me come up. Anybody in the chat, if I made you mad, I'm just bullshitting. If you like me, I would say come to my channel, but it's all but shut down right now. Y'all have a good night. Thanks, man.
All right, have a good night, man. Catch you later. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you too, Jerry.
All right, so wordplay. That right there, like I think I told y'all this before. I literally copied his whole style of the way he cusses people out, in a sarcastic but truthful way. And it worked because, I was able to go toe-to-toe with the haters. But when I became this other guy that was trying to make everybody happy, you notice that I stopped attacking people one-on-one. I think it was the Oreo days. You remember when I went just too far? I was talking about how, go back where you came, I'd be ignorant. But I was saying that because they were ignorant with me. But then when I went away from that type of energy, the channel, you gotta say the chat ain't been the same. It has not been the same since February, when I started being like nice guy PC Dennis. The chat's kind of lame, low key. Now it's today is pretty good, and then it's been good the past couple days. But I think I got to stop banning the haters unless they are literally trying to get me, shut down. But just let anything goes. I mean, it was literally, wasn't it more fun, or am I overthinking it?
Well, you know me, I'm my character is destruction, so I love it.
Yeah.
I love it when the chat wants blood. I love it when they go back and forth. It's very entertaining and it keeps the engagement going for a long time. So to me, yeah, it was fun. But on a side note, are you able to speed up the timeouts for Kai and Money Boss?
So I can't get into the computer. I mean, I got to be on the computer, or I got to be like, once I stop, I'll do that, but I'm going to be off live by then. So Nab, here's the thing with Nab. I'm going to talk to him. Like, I'm going to get him to understand. I don't know if he's on here or not, but he got to understand that, I told everybody 3 days ago, I'm going to remove every single wrench from everybody if I can't. But now it actually shows who's removing comments. So now we know it's Nab. So just Nab has to stop.
It's
Like, at this point, if he does it again. Now, here's the thing. I told him not to do it again, and he did it again right away to Razor with a comment that was not that serious. It was just he didn't like it because it was about him. I get worse about me, and I'm leaving it up. And he got to understand, which I hope, like, he got to understand that when it comes down to it, it's what's best for the channel because I'm trying to grow as a channel again. I need the engagement. And with us being Nazis when it comes to, like, removing comments, it's going to make people not want to tune in because it just looks like we want yes men on here. So I'm going to talk to him again. And if he does it again, I just got to take the wrench away because I got to stick to the rules because I need him to be a mod, because he's good at it. But,
he is
at the same time,
he is far from being a good mod. I will give Christina,
I gave too much power up.
Christina her flowers. She's actually taking direction. I respect that. But Nab on the other hand, he's off the chain. He's soft as paper. You can't say nothing to him, but he'll egg you on just so he can time you out.
Yeah, I think that because I had a stern talking with Christina, I had to be a man and tell her and put her in her place as a woman, working as a moderator, and she allowed it. And I was shocked because she's a woman and she knows, that we're not equal. I know I'm about to get smoke from somebody. I'm just. I might be playing the person that's about to give me smoke who's thinking in their head right now, oh, hell no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Just, it might be a joke, but it's truth in that. I had to lay down the law and say, look, we're going to fail if we continue blocking people just because we don't agree with what they're saying. As long as they're not being homophobic, as long as they're not saying the N-word, we got to just let it go. And, like, I was the first one doing the whole removing the comments, but I need them. I need the engagement. When I get, like, the way YouTube work, guys, just so y'all know, mods, and even you, Wordplay, the way YouTube works is when I'm on and I jump on this, the first 5 minutes, if I get a bunch of likes and I got people waiting, and then when I get on, it jumps up to where I got more better numbers than the last live or comparable lives that are going on at the same time. So if there's other people going on at this time and they start their first 5 minutes, they're going to be pushed in that algorithm on the shorts before me, and they're going to get pushed in people's feed before me because of the fact they got seniority because they got more people that jumped on right away and liked the video. Now, if you have me start my live and I got the haters ready to tear me down and talk crap to me, then that's going to allow me to get that boost in the YouTube algorithm where now they're going to be like, okay, this video might be good. So then now they might give me the benefit of the doubt and allow me to be pushed on the feed right away. And then that's going to allow me to grow and have more people and ultimately get up to the number I'm trying to get at by the end of this month. I only got 2 days left to get to the 150 to 200 on vertical because I got this app that I just paid for yesterday, Streamlabs, that allows me to, they just made this to where it allows me to do dual streaming or output to where I can stream in vertical and I can stream in horizontal. So those of y'all that don't like the vertical, y'all gotta have access to the horizontal, and then those that like the vertical, not the horizontal, y'all get the vertical. So it's gonna be both streaming formats, but the same chat. So it's gonna allow for more people to get what they want and for me to get more views. So that's the reason why now I unblock the haters, because we need that engagement. Because if I start off the first 5 minutes with like 100 chat messages, then now I'm going to get pushed because of the engagement. So just keep that in mind for anybody that wants to be a mod, that wants my channel to grow. That's the only way my channel is going to grow, is by me having that engagement.
Well, I mean, I think the other mods, I think they pretty cool. I don't hear anybody else really complaining about mods that much. And if they complain with Christina, you know, it's just them going back and forth. It's not really about her moderating or timing people out. Only person that I really hear about is Nab, but TC, Maverick, and sorry if I'm missing anybody, but yeah, I don't normally hear anybody complaining about them.
Yeah, I'm giving Nab grace because I know how it is, because it took Christina a while to really get with the program. So I know how it is. It took Christina, she wasn't right away okay with being bashed every day. And I wasn't okay either with it coming from me. We started being like against it, but I mean, it's like, we gotta, if I'm gonna do YouTube, this is the only way it's gonna work. You know, and that's what I want people to understand, is this is the only way you can do it.
Yeah, and I mean, your chat is the most important thing. If you don't have a chat, you don't have a channel. You just pretty much, you know, streaming with one person or talking to yourself the entire time. So it's like, that's why I always say, like, you gotta give the chat what they want, but not like you know, let them dictate too much, because then it can get like a little rocky, and then it'll leave outside of your hands and shit like that.
Oh no, absolutely. And no, amazing Cali girl, we already talked. So come on, don't even do that, because I'm assuming you're doing that trying to pull my card, because I said that I talked to Christina about not doing it. Cali girl, you're not to remove any comments on my channel. Period. We already talked about this. This is a business, and I need the engagement, because before I used to do the whole like booting everybody, I knew I needed engagement, and I used to behave in a way because I knew I needed engagement. Nothing's changed. So, you know, just don't be trying to do that, because you're literally trying to pull my card to stand up for women. And I'm sorry, Christina knows the situation, that she got to take the heat, just like I got to take the heat. Because when it comes down to it, everybody has free reign or free will to leave the channel. Y'all don't have to stay here. Like, you know, wordplay. If you didn't like how the chat was bashing you, wouldn't you just leave the channel?
Hell no, I'm gonna embrace it. Like I said, I'm destruction. I know how to play the game. You gotta,
Yeah.
Whatever you come into this as, you gotta maintain that. You can't fall off. So it's like, if I'm out here dishing it and I'm out here talking shit to people, I gotta be able to let people talk shit to me. I can't be out here whining and being, you know, complaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it comes with territory. And I mean, a lot of people would rather have the hate than no hate, because that means nobody cares about you. And that's the thing. The way I had to look at it, because it hurts seeing that, but it got to go. So I'm assuming and you see how, because of those 3 people being timed out or removed or whatever, I got to go in that back office to add them back. We see how dry the chat is right now. And my numbers were doing good. I was up to 50 people concurrently again on these, but now it's going to like be stuck at this 40, because ultimately the engagement isn't happening. And as soon as the engagement stops, the numbers just come to a standstill.
So, I mean, it's easy to get the chat riled up. You just gotta throw some bait out there and let them. they like piranhas, motherfuckers, that eat it up real quick.
Yeah. I mean, now I'll say this. You know, on wordplay, this might spark up a little bit. I gotta apologize to you, say sorry, because you know what? Now in hindsight, you remember when I was doing that nasty work talking about, like, I'm not gonna hire that man if he's busting the sack and he's doing this and that without getting to know him, because maybe he just doesn't know better. You know, you see, I could have ended it with he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know proper etiquette for going to a job interview, but he might be the hardest working man in that room. but because I judged him because he might have a tough upbringing where he cries with the thought that he can't go afford a suit because he gets this job, he can't afford to go get a whole wardrobe like without getting paid yet. And there's not places you can just walk into and say, "Hey, I need this stuff, give it to me." So it's like me judging that man, who most of the time is going to be a black man, who doesn't have the literacy to know that you're supposed to wear a dress shirt and a tie to a job interview. He might be the smartest man in the room. And then just like the guy that's busting a sag, he maybe doesn't know that you're not supposed to bust a sag, but he might be the one best for this job. So it's like I see your point of view in regards to when I was like judging a book by its cover, but I didn't want to admit that I was wrong because that's just what it is. I was wrong when I made that. Now, of course, I'm going to tell all the black men I know, don't be busting a sag if you want to get a job, but I'm going to tell them why instead of like just making like, dehumanizing them.
No, I appreciate that because I think I was on the other side at one point, being raised how I was raised. So, like, trying to get a suit and wearing a suit was always looked down upon. Like, you would get teased for that type of attire, and nobody actually taught us and told us what's the purpose of having a suit. So, these are good people. Not saying like all of them. Some people are fuck ups and intentionally are out here doing bad, but these are good people that don't know no better at the end of the day.
Yep.
So it's like, try not to judge a book by its cover. No matter if it's a black person, a white person, an Asian person, that person may be the key to your success. And it also goes into like this thing that I heard once. It's like, you want to treat the janitor like you treat the boss, because that janitor one day might be your boss. You up here talking down to this person, saying this, that, and the third. You never know where people might end up in life.
Yep.
Or like my auntie and like to say, you never know when you're talking to an angel. So be mindful. You may be out here putting this person down and actually, being tested.
Yep. No, absolutely. I mean, and that's the reason why like this whole turn, I had to look at myself. You see, like, I don't know if you were there when I gave game to that angel character. And by the way, I was supposed to go on live with him yesterday night, but I forgot it was Memorial Day because he didn't hit me up to do the thumbnail. And then today, I'm probably not going to be able to. I'm going to be working. I'm going to work until 9:10 now that Cali Girl ain't staying over. But here's the thing, like that man judged me at one point and said I don't know how to network or whatever, et cetera, or not realizing it ain't that. It's just I haven't done it. And I gave him all that game that he probably didn't expect me to even have. And that was all legit stuff. If he does the stuff or do the stuff that I told him to do. But the thing is, I'm not a good speaker. I'm not a good communicator. I might look like what they think is the ghetto dude because of the way, me being, the way I am, the way I walk, etc. But that's what I'm fighting right now, that I don't have the education and all of that, formal education, but I know how to do it. I've actually made money doing the stuff that people are trying to do. I made money doing a concert that actually was profitable. I did a couple concerts before I got to that big one that was a disaster, but it was still done right. It was just the money. But here's the thing I'm trying to say. I gave him that consultation, and just like Craig yesterday, he asked for, being sarcastic, asked for that help, and I gave him the game right there live that would work for him if he did it. That's what I do. But like, people are going to judge me and assume because I'm black, for the most part, I'm going to go and pay for the rich and pay for the white guy that went to school for it. But I might know more because I've actually done it. He just knows how to do it, like, the formula somewhat, but I know how to do it off of doing it, but I won't get that chance. And then people don't understand that if I was white, that door would be open by more people who would need me to, produce an event for them or plan a birthday party that they're actually investing $2,000-3,000 into. There's a lot that people will allow me to do, but I'm not going to say slavery and all that is holding me back. A lot of it is me, but at the same time, it's just still that look of the Jewish folk or the white person being better at something than the next person in America. And remember, we're supposed to believe in that American dream. We're supposed to believe that we're all equal. We're promised all this stuff. But people don't understand that I don't want nothing from you. I don't need nothing from the white folks. I don't need nothing from anything. I just don't want y'all to be telling me that I gotta say to my son, we're all equal. Like we all got fair shot. Like, no, you got to literally
Yeah,
kiss ass to the
yeah,
white folks because they're always the ones at the top. You got to kiss their ass to get. And we're talking, of course, not 9 to 5. We're talking about like an actual business or a business opportunity or a funding for a business. I'm talking about that level. You got to kiss ass to that white man because they're the ones. You don't have too many black angel
or
investors.
even for somebody to just take a chance on you, like an opportunity. Like
Yep.
you saying all of this makes me think about how you said that interaction happened with you and the. I'm not sure if they were white or what their nationality was, but you said that you said hi to them and they just looked at you. Now, if you was a white
Oh yeah.
man or something like that, imagine if these were white people with money. They're trying to interact with you all based off of you being white, and now that might spark an opportunity because these people have connections and stuff like that. So just white people being standoffish and not even wanting to interact with black people in that sense cuts off a lot of opportunities for black people just in small situations like that. You'll be surprised how many opportunities people get just off of meeting somebody in public and communicating. You'd be like, oh damn, yeah, I
Yep.
do this, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, you do that. Oh okay, well yada yada yada, and then you guys connect and you both make some money off of it.
Yeah. No. Not absolutely. And by the way, deal. that crowdfunding that crowdfunding would be something in the future that I may consider once I get out. If I'm out here in Cali, because a lot of people do that, but it still is a stigma of people. They're gonna think I'm gonna use the money for gambling. I'm gonna use the money to go play bad. People already think the worst of me for for things that I'm not even doing. But what you said kind of ties to what Maverick just said in the chat. Maverick said he has to um, what was that? Oh, Maverick said he has to kiss ass to white and Jewish folks also. Mav, it's levels to it, man. It's difference, okay? Big difference. You got to understand, Maverick. If you came and I gave you the game and told you everything about event planning and we did videos together, you literally did it the way I wanted you to do it. I guarantee you, I can make a video, or your channel is going to blow up. You, as a white man, talking about these things, we're going to have people trying to work with us. People trying to do collaborations, all of that. But you got to understand, man, with the growth I had, to not be reached out with to tell my story, to do anything together. When I put myself all the way out there, it's because a lot of the influencers are afraid of having me as a black man who doesn't hold his tongue, give a more compelling story about how he came up, how he lost, how he came up, lost, how he's still doing it. It's gonna take shine away from them because if you look at all the bigger channels, unless they're in like that realm of Jake Paul, whatever, they don't want to put no black people in power on YouTube. I mean, I don't know. Did have Mr. Beast on Wordplay? Has he finally hired a black person or work with a black person, or is it still all white people?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't really watch Mr. Beast like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's no since you need that boost from a big gig tuber, some or not gig tuber, but YouTuber sometimes. Like you don't see too many black channels getting that, so it makes it more. And then on top of that, you're defeated because your ad revenue is lesser than for being black. Even if you're doing the same content as a white person, same as that content would be less in pay, which is a real thing that people don't understand. So if you know you're making $5 or making half of what the white content creator is going to make, that's defeating, and that takes away resources once again that content creator would have available to them. But like I said, I don't care. I'm not blaming white people. I'm not saying white people are bad. All I'm saying is we can't be sitting here having conversations acting like it's not a thing that we're promised the same American dream as the rest of everybody else. But when it comes to us, we can't talk about how it is without being called a victim. But if a white person, begs for help, they're going to get called a victim, and that's not going to take away from them getting opportunity. So I'm going to keep fighting that fight, and I hope people just allow it to be because I mean I don't see it changing.
I don't know how real it is, but Jake Stunt, Jake Costanza said Chase Bank blew up in Youngstown.
Yeah, it's that's real. Uh, Actually, I forgot to call my I forgot to call my
Like, so they robbed the bank?
no they gas leak.
God
Yep,
damn.
gas leak. Crazy.
I think that's one of the well, nah, that's probably an explosion is probably a fast way to go out. But like if you gotta burn, I think that's one of the coldest ways to go out. Burning,
Absolutely
drowning,
crazy.
um, what's the other one? Like being buried alive, suffocating.
Yep, absolutely. I mean that. I mean I hope nobody that I know. I mean nobody died, but of course that I know because yeah, that's crazy, and that makes me believe now that the
How an
nightclub
entire
I was
building blew up but nobody died?
no I think it's probably I think it's people under rubble. So yeah, somebody died. I'm just thinking the best.
If
I'm
nobody
just trying to
died,
stick with
it's for show insurance fraud.
no somebody. There's people under the rubble. Like it wasn't set up because if it was, it would have been at night more than likely. Like it would have happened at night, and people would have been out the way. This was literally like people are like missing right now.
Wait, so this happened today?
Yep, happened today.
How the hell did they know that it was a gas leak so fast? They haven't even like went through the rubble and seen like what was. That's
No, because
crazy.
they stopped people. They stopped letting people in because there was a gas leak. They stopped letting people into the building.
Ah, okay. Damn,
Yep.
that's
So I
that's
think that.
fucked up.
Yep. I mean, that's Youngstown for you. But this is something I couldn't because most of the buildings are old. So that's what I tell people. That's the infrastructure. Like when you come to the West Coast, we're privileged here because you have a lot of people who we're privileged because a lot of people are out the way. I mean, you have all these buildings are being like redone, remodeled as we speak, but you don't have that in Ohio. Everything's old.
I thought Ohio was pretty modern.
Um. Oh yeah. Like you have no. You trying to say that again?
I thought Ohio was pretty modern.
No, no. Downtown they built. They did the infrastructure like the streets they fixed, but not the actual city. The city like the buildings. I mean, they didn't fix the buildings. They only fixed the streets. And then like another thing happened, and like this is another thing that like I said before, you had an actor that got robbed in Hollywood for his car, I believe. And here's another issue. Who do you think did it?
Uh, what kind of car was it?
I don't know. I don't think they said. That just it was pretty much three assailants came. It was the General Hospital, the white guy from General Hospital, and they tried to take his stuff, and literally they were trying to rob him, but he was fighting back, I guess, and then they shot him.
If it was three of them, probably blacks or Hispanics.
It was kind of messed up that we got to say that. That's
Yeah.
people don't understand. But now I'm going to say why they. Then I got to do the whole now. Um, they did it because of this reason. That's what people don't want me to do no more. They don't want me to speak on why it happened. They just want me to say it happened.
Oh, why do you think it happened?
I just think it was desperate people. Yeah, I think it was desperate people um, that wanted that car and was not going to take no for an answer.
So you think desperate people are gonna take somebody's life? Why not just take the car? Even if the person
Because
is,
he's fighting
even if
back.
the person is fighting back, you could just run away.
I mean, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that whoever did it. But I'm just saying, you got to remember desperation. If you literally have no money and you owe the plug, possibly, or your kid's about to starve, some people are just so freaking stupid that they're not going to think another way, which is go get a job. Some people are going to just be like, you know what, I can easily do this, and nothing's going to happen. But I go to jail if I get caught. But I'm not going to get caught because I make sure there's no evidence left behind. And I think that's the guy fighting back,
Nah,
which
I think this one is probably a little bit different because you're talking about three males. Sounds like they planned this out. So if they planned it out, I'm not gonna say all of them, but 9 times out of 10, one or two of them have done this thing before if they've been in some other type of criminal behavior.
well, I agree.
So it's a little bit
Yep,
different.
I
Like I'll
agree.
be a little bit more lenient if it was like a first time thing or something like that. But me being from where I'm from and knowing the people, I know that there's like little squads out there that go out and hit licks and stuff like that and do it intentionally.
Now, do I need to watch out for my bike? Somebody pulling up on me? Does that happen a lot? Or would I have time to run off, pull off?
I mean,
I got full coverage insurance. I'm not worried
honestly,
about that.
I've never heard of nobody getting hit up on a bike like that. I'm pretty sure it happens.
Yeah.
It's it,
I mean, I got
it's
cover.
it doesn't happen enough to where it's like mainstream news or anything like that. But what I will say is like people will pull up and pick your bike up and put it on the back of the truck bed.
Really?
Yeah, that does happen for sure.
Okay, I guess he went outside to walk his coworker out, and they stole the car around 3 a.m.
Wait. Where is he working at it? So I'm guessing this was like on set or something. If it's three o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
probably. Yeah, probably.
Sheesh. I mean that's crazy. Like that always runs across my mind, like how delicate society is, and we're all playing this like it's like imaginary. I don't know what the word is, but it's like we expect people to uphold um certain morals and codes and things like that. So like I won't steal from you, you won't steal from me, I won't take your life, you won't take my life. And it's this invisible, agreement. But it's so thin. And people can actually just come out here and just take somebody's life if they really want to, or take things from people if they really want to.
Yep.
It's
And I
great.
guess he was leaving the bar.
It's crazy how we're like so cooperative with each other, like as the majority of people. Like we're not out here
Yeah.
trying to harm each other and things like that. Blows my mind because it's so
Yep.
easy to
And I
do.
get. And did you see that I guess he was at a bar.
So I mean, I'm guessing he probably was. Does it have to do like with that one story where those girls robbed the guy because he was like flashing his stuff? So like, was this guy being like flashy and things like that?
No, I don't think it was that. I think he was just walking the girl out, and they just saw him going to the car and went to take his car.
Nah, I don't know, bro. Because I mean, that's like a you got to be at the right place at the right time. Odds of that happening are like, not saying that it doesn't happen, but the odds of that happening, I would assume that they was watching this man.
Yeah.
They probably seen the car he pulled up in, and they probably was watching him the entire night, and waited for the right opportunity.
It
But I
might be
could be
true.
wrong. It's just an assumption.
Yep. But I just think, LA is crazy. I just hope I don't find myself in the middle of no situation like that because I would just try to pull off. I'm not taking. I mean, but at the same time, if they had guns, I'll probably just let them take it because I have insurance that covers everything, and I had to buy a new bike because I had to start from scratch. But I'll be I'll be good.
I mean, each way, I know some things. I know how people think or tend to think. I would say is a better word, but yeah, LA is crazy, man. It's the stick up city. If you got nice things, I mean, like shit. The gangs are like what 30 minutes away from the Beverly Hills and the Calabasas and the literally right down the street. No more than like 45 minutes. You got people that are starving and don't have things, and then 45 minutes up, you have these people that have abundance and they're just flaunting it. I mean, it's crazy, like how people just sit up here and don't expect things like that to happen. Like, what do you expect? Like, if somebody's hungry, you don't think they're gonna come try and take it from you?
I mean, I think they might, but I just wish that they wouldn't. We got to change, and not do that, because ultimately, we know realistically, the people that are gonna, the people that are gonna be blamed for this, because more than likely the chick saw who did it. So yeah, we're gonna look crazy out here. To where now it adds to the white supremacists that want to make us out to be. I was doing the white supremacist work because remember I was telling people how this is predictable. Like even right now, I'm saying this is up our alley. This is predictable instead of being more of a this is just randomly happened. Because I mean I don't know. I mean California. I mean, do you see it ever getting safer? Like with these people that's doing this stuff, not
Hell,
doing.
the
Nope.
gangs is too. It's literally the culture. It's like you would
Yeah.
have to move everybody out of here because it's not just black people. It's you have Armenian gangs, you have Italian gangs, you have Hispanic gangs, you have black gangs, you have Samoan gangs, you have Asian gangs, you have every every culture out here that you can think of has some type of gang ties to it. So to to make it safe out here, I don't think that that's gonna happen. It's too it runs deep. It's in too many people's cultures.
I agree. And that's the reason why I see what people don't understand. Me talking about more the positive now and why people do the things they do. That's the help we need. We need to talk about this, but heal, with healing energy of what we can do to fix it. But people, when they are trying to get people not to, it's crazy. People are telling me I need to do more of like informing people, and then now I think we gotta like just figure out a solution. It's like we're just too dysfunctional as people to where you have some people that want it this way, and the next person want it done that way. It's like no conformity, and like that's the reason why you didn't remember how you were literally like doing like the Zendaya impersonation on Spider-Man with the JB dude, like telling people, look, he said this. Why are we talking about that? And they didn't understand that you were literally throwing them a bone, keeping them on track. But they took it as hating, and that made that man look good because we were just so dysfunctional, not knowing where to take it. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, move.
No,
So I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
I think it has to do also with the character that I'm bringing to the table. I'm dumbing things down and I'm you know playing this part. And I think if I didn't do that, I think people probably would have been a little bit more receptive to what I was saying. Like if I came on here like what's the guy's name, Dr. Umar, or like a Tariq Nasheed. If I came with that type of approach instead of the trolling and this, that, and the third, I think that conversation probably would have been taken a little bit differently. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, we did miss the mark on that. Everybody that was on that panel, because that was a if that was the time to bring him on, the perfect thing was to at least make him um get to talk about his views in order to show why it's ignorant and why what he believes doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Yep, exactly. And we didn't do that. We literally attacked each other more. That's the reason why I didn't want to be part of it ultimately because and then what people don't understand is, see, remember when I said I wasn't educated enough in it to talk about it, so to make me look crazy? But you see how now I have rebuttals to that man? Like the other day, I literally had rebuttals to where I was able to tell that man that you're ignorant because of this, because of that. I could hold my own, but at that point, I couldn't prior because of the fact I don't know enough about Black history. Now I know why some of the things are happening the way they are, but people don't understand that that's the reason why I can now handle it a little bit more. Before I couldn't. Just waiting until that point.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a learning process.
And shout out
At the
shout
end
out
of
to
the
you.
day, it's a learning process because I mean, the chat wanted it too. I mean, Christina. Well, I don't know. Did Christina? Did you want to JB to come up that day? That new
She
fix.
just
I mean, you got a
she just
point,
agreed.
bro. I mean, you
She
gotta
just
think
pretty much
about like
agreed to it.
Nab kind of threw the entire chat off. Because I mean, like when you do get timed out, it makes you not want to. You can't engage with the chat. So what ends up happening is you wind up just leaving.
Yep, absolutely. But I'll say this, before I end this, 'cause I'm about to get ready to start DoorDashing now, and I'm gonna try to focus here because I wasn't gonna do for DoorDash and ride, but um I gotta focus now because I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm not gonna be doing extended lives all like that because they get so here's the thing I would say. Shout out to you, where is he at? Where is he at? For your service. Crap. Indira DJ. Sorry if I said your name wrong, but shout out to you. Um, he's an injured vet, been with no food, home, no cash, still helping seniors eat, senior parent couple, young couples with kids, foreigners, medical politicians, and wild ones, still no take from others. No, I appreciate you, but you got to understand, a lot of people
Yeah, shout out to that man.
never. Yep, absolutely. A lot of people never got that opportunity because they don't know what it means to try to fend for themselves. Because I want to say fend for themselves in a legal way. A lot of people, when you're 13 and you have parents push you into selling drugs or joining a gang to get the resources of a gang, like that's a real thing out here in LA. I mean, don't dudes be like pushed into that at like 13, 14?
Man, this
And
DJ. I'm gonna send you something on Instagram so you could actually see like how young. I'm talking about like 4 year olds, 3 year olds throwing up gang signs, and it's it's over with before they even have any type of awareness of what's going on, and
that's,
it's sad and it's fucked up, because it's the blind leading the blind. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit better, like the OGs and stuff like that. They trying to tell people like this ain't the way to go and stuff like that. Stay in school, try and get education.
yep,
But
yep,
yeah, man, it's sad because I mean, there's babies that's they ain't got no choice. They just gotta grow up in it. And that's what I was trying to tell Craig and Winter. It's like about the felony thing. It's like when you're that young
yep,
and you wind up going to juvenile hall, and then you're racking up misdemeanors, and then you finally get felonies, and then you try and apply for a job when you want to change your life. But these people are like, nah, you got all these felonies, and you've been out here wreaking havoc on the community and causing people pain and suffering. We're not going to hire you. So then what ends up happening is now that person has to go and try and figure out how they're going to feed their child or themselves or whoever they're maybe taking care of. And it
yep,
causes these situations to where people sell drugs or people go out and take a car from a man, or because they've been trained to do it. And it's fucked up. It's not like a woe is me and the black community is sad and playing victim. I don't want Shat to think that or anything like that, but there are things
good,
that are put out here that make it a lot harder. Not saying that it's impossible, just that it's harder.
yep. I completely agree. So I'm gonna be back on at 9 o'clock, guys. I'm about to get off here now. I appreciate your wordplay coming on. You want to say your last words? Go for it.
Appreciate you, bro. Chat, y'all stay safe. Keep getting money. Don't let nobody trick you out your position or your bag.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the wordplay jumping on. Shout out to the always cherry pick. So look, guys, I'm about to eat this sandwich and I'm gonna go and get started with DoorDash. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button for me on your way out. I'll be back on at about 9 o'clock tonight. I should be done doing the DoorDash. I'm actually gonna go to the gym for like now
45 minutes, and then I'm going to start DoorDash at 7:30, and I'm going to do it until about, I'll say 9, but it's probably going to be about 10 o'clock. And then I'm going to start, though, I'm going to do live while I'm doing DoorDash because it's going to get dark. I'm going to do live at about 9 o'clock, even if I'm doing DoorDash still. So I'll see you guys shortly. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. Shout out to everybody, the mods, everybody. That's all I got for now. I'm out.